Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another speed build. A slightly shorter one today, thankfully, for all of us. Hey, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. And if you're a returning guest, welcome back, my friend. We are in Henford-on-Bagley, and we are doing a fantasy watermill because I was bought my dream pack cottage living as a present. I was bought it by my favourite sibling and #1 fan, and yeah, it's beautiful. It's well, it's everything I knew it would be. It's absolutely stunning. It's super English. The world is beautiful. They've done a really good job with the countryside, and also I have had a look at the furniture. And I don't hate it. And I don't hate the swatches. The swatches are nice. Yeah. So this is a two-parter because I got a little bit overwhelmed in the last build, which also was a two-parter. But it was so big, it probably should have been like a three-parter or something. And if you care, it's not on the gallery, the Victorian Gothic, because when it came to playtesting, there is a stair bug, which I now know is like a known thing in the game, and actually it cropped up in this build as well, but luckily in this build I caught it and I dealt with it. And yeah, I'll talk about it when we get to that section, I think. But basically this stair bug that's in the game is caused by fences, and obviously if you're doing stairs, especially in like a internal period build, you really want a railing, and so I had these fences. Obviously I had to, otherwise it would have been weird. And yeah, my sim self just would not climb the stairs. So the whole, but it was only the top floor in the tower of that build. Yeah, they just would not. So that whole floor was inaccessible, and it really, really upset me. Like I build in The Sims as like an escape and to calm down, and I had like, you know, it was a really big build, and it was like a really big two videos to edit and narrate, and then it didn't work, and it really gutted me. So this is me trying to reclaim my passion that the game tried to extinguish after the last mammoth build went awry. This is not a mammoth build. This is kind of a small build, apart from there's a lot of landscaping, and I kept being like, oh, I won't do any more landscaping, but then I felt like I was cheating, so I did a bit more, and then I did a bit more, and I did a bit more, and it just sort of keeps going. This is a sort of medieval fantasy, maybe not medieval, maybe a little bit later, maybe sort of rural Georgian, maybe even we could go as late as that. I don't know. I don't really know. Anyway, it's a medieval fantasy watermill, because if you watch my previous videos, you know I really wanted cottage living for the wisteria, the climbing wisteria, and the functioning water wheel. This is based on a beautiful piece of artwork that I had saved on Pinterest for ages by Yusuf Artun, who is like a 2D artist, and I will put a link in the description, and you can see what you think, see how well I did. Oh, there was some Spotify action that I forgot to cut out. What is there to say? I really loved it, and the artwork has a really cozy, kind of wonky, kind of quirky vibe to it, and quite difficult to do that in The Sims. I've thought of a mechanic that they could implement to help with the roofs, but I did my best. this kind of higgledy-piggledy wood frame on a stone base. Water mill. This is me just pulling out loads of new stuff from cottage living, and I also got as part of my present from my sibling blooming rooms, which is one of the new kits, and it's got more plants, and never say you can never have enough plants, basically. Knew I was going to use that window, both open and closed, from the moment I looked at the original artwork. I was like, I've got just the window. I really love those. I think they're from from Sulani, from Island. What's it called? Island Living. I think it's called Island Living. Which I almost never play on. When I first got it, I played there quite a bit. Tried out the mermaid thing. That's cool. But no, I don't really play there so much. I never go anywhere like that in the real world. So it's a little too detached from reality for me. Whereas medieval fantasy, I practically live in a medieval fantasy. So that's what we're doing. And I also thought Henford on Bagley, it's, you know, it's the English countryside. It's like the Cotswolds, and everyone is doing that. But I'm very tempted to go sort of Dungeons and Dragons, medieval fantasy for the whole place, actually. Yeah, I have to look around in the town and see if it will sort of, you know, see if it's believable. I hadn't fully committed to that vision while doing the build, weirdly enough. So you'll notice in the thumbnail and in the video there is a car, and not very medieval fantasy, but we'll change that. We'll get into it. But yeah, I like that idea, because I've done I'd quite like to do like a big tavern. I've done those before in I do them like in the countryside in Windenburg, and they're fun. They're always fun. So yeah, this would be the world to do one in. Just working out the chimney, the practicalities of the chimney. That's a new chimney. I don't use it in the end. I swap it out for I think it's a base game one, or at least it's like a Windenburg one or something. Didn't use too much custom content in this one. A lot of organic, obviously, for that wood paneling and those pillars. But I think that was pretty much the limit. I'll go through when I next get in the game, and I'll have a look at it, because I think if it is literally just that paneling and those pillars, I might try them with an in-game one, so that, because if this can be like an CC free build, I may as well try. I'm building a little like stable thing. Ultimately, I get rid of it and I use the one that comes with the pack, because it comes with a pre-built like barn, animal house. I don't know what they call it. They call it something weird, like animal hut or something. But I have started the second video. I've started doing the interior, and actually right at the start of that, I then went back and rebuilt a similar thing to this, but as like an extension, which sort of lines up more with the original artwork that's based on. But yeah, anyway, that's next time. I really like that door. The knocker's a little bright, but that's fine. Bit of clam, bit of kitsch. Yeah, I'm not an expert with terrain painting, I'll be honest. I don't do it that often. I'm getting better just by necessity. I'm definitely better now than when I started this build because we've got it all. We've got stairs on terrain, we've got water, yeah, like got buildings on terrain, yeah, the whole shebang. This is me, I just can't wait to get that water wheel in. I'm like, come on, let's do it. Yeah, make it big. Sorry, I've been slightly distracted by just watching the build. This is a shorter video, as you can tell, so I had a very quick edit in comparison to my last build. So some of this I'm like, oh, cool. But welcome if this is your first time watching. Feel free to check out some of the other builds. This is obviously part 1, and then in part 2 I'll do the interior. I have started it, as I said, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling. It is small. I'm constantly like, it's stressing me out. I don't know why. Building the exterior is like lovely, like just a dream, like absolutely having the best time, as you can see, me playing with that wheel. But the interior, it is small, bruv. Like, it is small in there, and it's pokey, and I think I need to, actually what I might do is scrap what I have done and start again from blank and just like fully embrace the medieval fantasy thing, because I think trying to fit like a normal house into a build like this is folly. Yeah. Those are useful. I use a lot of debug in this build. Wanted to use that, but it didn't make any sense. There's the new debug, like scattered grass. I can't remember if I put it down now or in a bit, but it's like huge, but also tiny little bits of grass, and when I place it all over the lot, it ties the lot into the world so satisfyingly. Really, really happy about it. Really happy about the mushrooms as well. That's the best thing that's ever been added into the game. All those little mushrooms. What is that? That's me just looking at stuff. That's great. That wheelbarrow, love that. This, yeah, I don't know what that is. I guess it's like a water pump, but it's full of soil. So I don't know if you can plant stuff in it or not. Yeah, there's full-on houses in here. Debug is fun. This was the moment where I was like, I really should get my head around the tool mod. I have it. I just haven't. I'm scared of it. It'll be fine, but yeah, I probably could have used it for this bank. Decorating these tight slopes is always a challenge, but we do okay. It is slightly annoying that you can't have a real river, because it doesn't really make sense that this mill even works, because it's sat in a pond, not a river. The river's just over there, and I mean, people were obviously gonna build with those water wheels, so why didn't they give us a lot with the river running through it? That would have been awesome. I guess it's a little bit complicated for them to work out, but yeah, we'll just pretend it goes underground or something. I don't know. Here I am. I have my wisteria. At long last, I have it. I'm gonna put it absolutely everywhere. Oh yeah, so I changed the season because the original artwork has this really beautiful autumnal thing going on, and I really wanted to, I just really wanted to copy it, to be honest. It was part of what I was going for, so yeah, here I am, switching the season to fall, and trying to find everything with yellow leaves. I'm not sure about those red leaves. I don't think I've ever seen, especially like the oak tree has those red trees. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in this country. So, yeah, fine. Love that enormous hawthorn. I think that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I sped this up even more because I was like, this is just me literally placing plants for half an hour. But yeah, it came together. Also, it's funny that what do you call them? Those grass things, they go purple in autumn. That's weird. Takes all sorts, I suppose. Plants included. I tell you what, doing these builds for YouTube is really pushing me in the landscaping department, because if I'm just building for myself, I usually will not bother. But yeah, it really brings a build to life, as well as looking awesome in screenshots. Yeah, I was like, it's not working. Let's go to debug. Oh yeah, so this is that big sparse grass thing. And I'm like, haha, my lot is part of the world now. It all fits together beautifully. I also work out the lighting, the time of day, the perfect time of day towards the end of the build. It's morning for this build. Oh yeah, that's that, whatever it's called, animal shed. I also didn't realise when I started doing the interior that this lot is off the grid. So that's just yet another reason to embrace the Luddite medieval fantasy realness. Yeah, so this area here is where I put a little extension, basically, in the second part, and I moved the animal bit over. Yeah, I guess I'll probably have to build. I will have to build some kind of animal shed. Shed is the word I was looking for. Yeah, I suppose I will have to build some kind of stable or something, as we can't have a Jeep. Yeah, there's the lighting. Beautiful. I think when I started the build, the weather was bad or something, and then after a little bit of play testing, the weather was better. Yeah, this is a cute little stairway. I probably should have cut this out, but I don't think I had done the extension when I was editing this bit. Obviously, the extension renders this slightly pointless, but I do still keep these back stairs because they just felt right. I just shifted them so you have a little connecting porch between the main house and the little extension, and the stairs come down from that little hallway. I haven't done any sort of thinking about the sim that lives here yet. I think it'll probably come to me while I'm doing the interior, like it did in the last build. That was the other reason that last build glitching out was so upsetting. It's like I was really into that family I'd come up with, that lived there. I was like, solid concept. Yeah, I usually don't like doing purely decorative things. If I'm adding in windows and stuff, I usually like them to work, but these don't. But they sure do look great, so no regrets. And this means we're nearly at the end, actually. So went quickly. We did go fast this time. I had a vision. Well, Yusuf Artun, 2D artist, had a vision, and I was inspired by it and followed it very closely, as closely as I could. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it won't be too long until the second part goes up. But I am working all weekend, so might have to wait until may have to wait until Tuesday. But we'll see. We'll see what mood I'm in. I think it's going to get really cold, even colder than it is. So I'm probably not going to be in the mood to do much else when I get home from work, other than watch Star Trek. Oh yeah, this is. I'm about to. I cut it all out to spare you. It was literally like half an hour of playtesting, building, googling, playtesting, building, googling, the stair glitch problem, and it is infuriating because at this point I have already playtested them and they were fine, and then I go to use them again and only the back steps work, and then I go again and none of the steps work. And from what I could find on Reddit, I think, and from what eventually solved the problem, is that it's, like I said, yeah, it's caused by fences. So at the bottom there, those fences are debugged, they're fake, but the ones currently up in front of the house are real. And so in the end, I just have to, I get rid of them completely and replace them with debug ones, and then and put the stairs back in all fresh and shiny and new, and they work. Thank God. Honestly, you would not. After the trauma of the last build, when I realized it was happening again, I was like, no. And then when it was fixed, I was like absolutely jubilant. It's like, I absolutely am putting this on the gallery. There's no way I'm not putting this on the gallery. Like, it's gorgeous. So yeah, like I said, landscaping, all the landscaping. It's gonna look gorgeous in summer. Like in my first build, I'm sort of doing it blind again by doing it when the plants are dead, but it looks great. Yeah, I'm really excited to build this world. I may stick around here and do another medieval fantasy build in this world as my next build, maybe. You'll know I love Realm of Magic, so we'll have to do like a wizard's tower. Or something like that. That would be cool. But yeah, we're at the end now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope it was relaxing, maybe kind of entertaining, I don't know. And yeah, stay safe, and see you next time.